Good evening, I'm Camelia and this is KiniNews. The Cabinet has dismissed DAP MP Chow Hui's proposal for the creation of a minister's post to oversee non-Muslim religious affairs. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim said there are already enough avenues for all quarters to voice their issues. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim has dismissed DAP MP Chow Hui's proposal for the creation of a minister's post to oversee non-Muslim religious affairs. Anwar reportedly said that no one from the cabinet accepted the proposal and described the idea as Chow's personal opinion. He said that the cabinet has a religious affairs minister, national unity minister, and the Religious Harmony Committee, which has representatives from all races and religions, which was sufficient. Speaking to reporters after Friday prayers at the As Mosque in Puchong Perdana today, Anwar said that it's the Prime Minister's prerogative to appoint ministers and that he has not considered it. Chow had made the suggestion in the Dewan Rakyat on February 12, saying that there are elected representatives in charge of non-Muslim affairs under various state governments. The Raut lawmakers said state governments such as in Penang, Perak and Negeri Sembilan have long had an appointed exco for non-Muslim affairs. He added that this can be emulated at the federal level to preserve the rights of all people and that the second minister in charge of non-Muslim affairs can be appointed from among leaders of any other religion. Chow added that the government appointing a minister in charge of Islamic affairs and one in charge of non-Muslim affairs would not only ensure a fairer management on issues linked to religion, but also strengthen national unity and prevent marginalization of any groups. However, Chow's suggestion drew brickbats, one of which was the past Ulama Council, who had called it an ill-conceived and irrational suggestion. UMNO's Secretary General Ashraf Wajdi Dusuki also called for Chow to respect the position of Islam in the federal constitution, while Amanah's Secretary General Faiz Fadzil described the suggestion as impractical and unnecessary. Fahmi Fadzil also commented on the matter. This was what he said on the issue in a press conference following a cabinet meeting today.
Berkaitan satu cadangan yang ada dibangkitkan oleh seorang ahli parlimen dari Raut mengenai Menteri Hal Ehwal Agama dipecahkan seperti yang dilapor oleh media daripada ucapan beliau di parlimen. Perkara ini ada dibincangkan dalam mesyuarat hari ini dan hal ini tidak pernah berbangkit. Tidak pernah dibincangkan, malah parti beliau sendiri, ketua-ketua parti beliau sendiri mengatakan itu bukan pendirian parti, tapi itu adalah pendirian beliau sendiri sebagai seorang ahli parlimen. Jadi bukan pendirian parti, kabinet tidak pernah membangkitkan perkara ini, malah pada waktu ini Menteri Perpaduan memang ada mekanisme jawatan kuasa harmoni yang mengumpulkan wakil daripada pelbagai agama di Malaysia untuk membincangkan isu-isu berkait dengan perpaduan. Jadi saya rasa cadangan beliau tidak berbangkit dan tidak ada keperluan.
With the DAP election in March fast approaching, it appears that Lim Guan Eng could be facing a challenge over his position as DAP national chairperson. Here's more on that. DAP chairperson Lim Guan Eng risks losing his position on the Central Executive Committee if he refuses to relinquish the party chairpersonship. This is according to party insiders. Party insiders told Malaysiakini that with Anthony Loke and Nga Korming joining forces, Guan Eng could risk losing his position. A Chinese New Year dinner between Nga and Loke recently had reaffirmed the solid alliance between their factions and also sent a strong signal to Guan Eng. It is understood that if Guan Eng is willing to renounce his post as national chairperson, the Loke Nga camp may still include him in their Taitan or voting guide, allowing him to secure a place on the CEC. However, should Guan Eng insist on contesting the chairpersonship, he may face an uphill battle. Faced with this looming crisis, Guan Eng has been actively attending various events in a bid to garner support from party delegates. The Lim family has also been meeting with party veterans such as Cheras MP Tan Kok Wai and Bukit Bintang MP Fong Kui Lun in an attempt to persuade them to contest for another term, thereby helping to stabilize Guan Eng's position. According to sources, both Tan and Fong were not particularly keen on contesting. DAP will be having the party election in March. Read the full story at Malaysiakini.com. If you like access to news like this and more, scan the QR code on the screen and subscribe to Malaysiakini. Next, PSM has responded to Azam Baki over his statement on the alleged Sabah scandal. PSM Deputy Chairperson S Arutchelvan believes there is enough material released for the probe. PSM has responded to MACC Chief Commissioner Azam Baki over the claims that a lack of information was making it difficult for their investigations into the alleged Sabah scandal. PSM Deputy Chairperson S Arutchelvan told Malaysiakini that there is enough material released for at least one season of a Netflix series. He said since the whistleblower claims to have more videos, perhaps the authorities are waiting for Season 2 or the Sabah state election, whichever comes first. He also noted that Azam's predecessor, Latifah Koya, believes there is sufficient evidence to indicate corruption, contrasting the authorities' swift action in other cases with their response to the Sabah issue. Arutchelvan emphasized the crucial role of political will in addressing alleged transgressions involving politicians. He said justice is blind and swift for the ordinary citizen, but when it comes to politicians, the standard changes and evidence alone is often not enough, depending on which side of the political divide they belong to. He added that this is nothing new with our current Prime Minister, and Pakatan Harapan pointing this out many times in the past. Previously, Sabah Chief Minister Haji Noor has dismissed the allegations as an attempt to tarnish his administration, suggesting that the whistleblower may be working with parties who have vested interests. Still on the topic, Ramkarpal Singh has stressed that there is sufficient information to enable the MACC to invoke various measures under the MACC Act. DAP lawmaker Ramkarpal Singh said that the videos linked to the alleged Sabah corruption scandal establish, at the very least, a prima facie case of corruption. In a statement today, he said Azam's statement that all the MACC can do for now is record explanations from both sides is unacceptable. He stressed that the videos cannot be disregarded due to a purported lack of information and must be subject to a thorough investigation. He said that there is sufficient information to enable the MACC to invoke various measures under the MACC Act. He added that this includes, but is not limited to, powers of search and seizure, seizure of movable property, powers to intercept communications, and investigations into the accounts of suspects. Ramkarpal said Azam's statement suggested a very shallow approach to the investigations into this case and could lead to speculation of selective prosecution. He added that it seems to indicate that the MACC has not or is unwilling to investigate the matter beyond the videos that have surfaced, which could certainly erode public confidence in MACC. He said no stone should be left unturned in the investigations into the alleged scandal, and MACC should refrain from making statements which may give the impression that the matter will be eventually concluded on account of lack of evidence, which is far from the case. See you in court. This was the response from Razman Zakaria to Hannah Yaw over her letter of demand. Perak Past Commissioner Razman Zakaria is ready to face Youth and Sports Minister Hannah Yaw in the civil court. This is over any potential lawsuit over the allegation that she used her ministerial position to propagate Christianity to Muslims. Lawyer Karul Azam Abdul Aziz today confirmed that his client Razman has responded to the DAP leader's letter of demand. When asked by Malaysiakini, Karul conveyed the past leader's response, which was, "See you in the Ipoh High Court." Yaw's counsel Sanggit Kaudio also confirmed Razman's reply to the legal letter. According to a copy of the letter of demand dated January 28th and cited by Malaysiakini, Yaw demanded 1 million ringgit compensation and a public apology over the Christianity propagation claim. Meanwhile, in a letter of response dated February 7th issued to Yaw's counsel, Razman denied defaming her and is relying on the defense of justification and fair comment. The past leader contended his words were merely stating the facts based on Yaw's memoir Becoming Hannah. That is all for me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Kimelia. Thanks for watching.